little volleyball thing set up, a little beach volleyball thing. So they had these little pebbles, and you know, we're playing volleyball. This nigga is like, they're like, everybody's like throwing it at, like, ah, you know, like, oh, you know, funny shit. So I want to get into the game, so I get into the game, and I did it a couple times, and then I guess one time I threw it, it hit the nigga right almost in his eye and shit.
Oh, so he had beat.
So yeah, so, and this was right next to the maximum security prison and shit.
So you might be sharing some space.
I know. So you know, you don't want to fight. If you fuck up here, you go there. So this nigga rushed me. So we fought in the, you know, we scrapped in the yard. Somebody like, you know, broke it up. So the next day, this nigga is like all swole up and shit. Cause I was like kicking him. I was like fucking him up. I mean, I don't know. I was just going crazy. Anyway, no, really. Then somebody stopped me.
I was just going crazy.
No, I've seen all the movies. I know you can't. No, really, you can't let the motherfucker up.
No, you get somebody down,
you can't. Don't let him up. Don't talk that shit. Keep him down. And so I'm in. You know, nighttime come, trying to go to bed. I'm like, you know, all day I'm hearing, oh man, you about to get fucked up in this hell. These from prison niggas. That's all they do is do prison. Like they just go from fucking prison to prison. Like that's how they do it. I was like, oh shit. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Yeah, I swear to God. And so I'm about to go take a shower. I'm taking a shower. I'm soaping up and shit, like soap everywhere. And I don't know. I just looked and I saw this motherfucker coming with a big ass padlock in a sock. So I'm like, no. Right? So but the thing, and then he saw me see him. Yo, I'm like, I see him. Like, oh shit, it's only my eye. I'm like, fuck. I'm like this, and then he's about to swing, so I grab his hand. He's trying to grab my balls and shit, and I fucked him up. And I mean, it was horrible, man. That was really.
Get me real quick. There's no way that you can say no homo to this. This is just gay, and it's not his fault.
I swear to God,
he's a victim of gay.
For real. Yo, it was scary, man. I swear to God. And then the thing was, man, people said they're watching this shit because it's like everything, you know, like when you're in jail, everything is like you can't. There's no place to hide.
Yeah.
Everything is like glass, like you can see through, or is out in the open. So it was crazy, man.
So there's no place to hide.
I mean, I just beat him down. I took this shit from him, and I beat him down, and then that was it.
How big was this guy?
And that's the story he's sticking to.
I mean, that was it.
How big was he? No homo.
He was like this. He was like, I mean, heavy set cat. He wasn't like diesel or nothing like that. It wasn't like.
He wasn't going to power out and excuse us.
I don't know. It was just. I don't know what he had. You know. I mean, I was like.
Pause. That's funny.
Very scary.
I know it was.
That's crazy.
And how soon after that did you get out of jail?
Wow, I was there for a while, but I mean, everybody saw that I could handle myself.
Okay.
So I got like, you know, rep, and he kind of calmed down and shit. I don't know what happened to him. Like the next day, he was like, I felt sorry for him because really the next day I saw him, like he was really fucked up, man. And he was like making the bread and shit. Because I was doing that. You know, everybody got chores and shit.
He was making the bread like he was now your woman.
So then like the guard, yo. So I mean, and then the thing is, so then the guards are like, yo, what the fuck happened? Like this nigga is fucked up. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? You can't say I slipped in the shower or you probably could use that, but you know what I mean? But he was fucked up and but nobody squealed, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
how it was.
now here's the clincher of the story. What were you in jail for?
Well, I violated some probationary things, you know. I violated probation basically on.
What was the probation for?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm into a lot of different things, you know, and so, you know, I'm not too sure on the exact charge that they got me on, but I mean, nothing really big because I mean, it was like work camp, but, you know.
He was chilling with Madoff. That's what happened.
The judge.
He was innocent. He was innocent.
No, but like the judge was like, yo, what's going on? At the time, you know, like I had like a couple of scholarship offers and shit, and I threw Quinnipiac in there, and he was like, word? Like he knew that school and shit, and I guess they were big time.
So he gave you a break, and you violated.
I did violate, and so what would have happened at that point? When I needed to do like 8, 9 months, like in jail, like real jail, and I'm like, yo, I got school to go to in September. I can't do that, sir. You know, I'm like, I'm busy. I'm booked. But no, I didn't say it like that. But he was like, he felt bad for me, and so basically, I just spent like the summer. Like I spent my summer basically playing volleyball, cooking. Like I worked in the fields, learning how to plant and shit. You know, I mean, it was light work.
So did you end up going to school?
Yeah, I went to school because what happened was they was like the summer, like every day I did was a day, like 2 days, counting for 2 days. So he kind of like hooked me up with that shit. So
wow.
But it was crazy. It was, I mean, it was hilarious.
Something doesn't add up in all of that, but I'm not gonna.
No,
try.
I mean, all right, you know how it is? Like, all right, I'll tell you, man. Basically, so I'm up there playing basketball. I'm minding my business. There's a lot of chicks, like, I'm partying, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like the king up there. So I'm up there. Then I meet this chick. She's, like, older than me, like 30-something. And, you know, I was, like, 22 at the time and shit. And she had a crib, the whole nine. And she was, like, blonde, like, short hair, banging body. Like, oh, you know who she remind me of, but don't really look like, but sort of? Kanye's girl. Swear to God.
Oh, the bald head?
Yeah. Swear to God. But her hair wasn't as low as that, and her ass wasn't as round, but it was decent. Seriously.
And you're straight.
Straight? Like what?
Like what?
No, straight like, you know.
Like a night.
You said like Kanye's girl. I said except for you're straight.
Oh, shit.
Like Kanye's skin. I don't know. I
You
mean,
know the public super
that.
center?
Pardon?
The super?
Super is on this side on the second floor.
Oh, yeah, it's just like
If you go up the steps, it's the door right in front of you.
So really, so basically what it was, I'm up there, partying, doing my thing. I hooked up with that girl for a while. You know, I chilled. You know, I was using her whip and stuff. But then we kind of like, you know, we kind of like was on the outs, is really, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in the door, I'm in the, you know, chilling with my boys and shit. So at this point, Organized Confusion used to perform at the same time. So it was at this club and shit. And so I was there with another girl. She comes drunk. Shit happens. She's mad. She presses charges. I'm like, I couldn't do shit. I'm like 6'8", little white lady. I'm fucked, you know? And that's like the whitest state in the country. Vermont is like fucking way up there. They fucking string people up. I don't know. But in Burlington, it was really cool. It was like paradise. Swear to God. Anybody you wanted, you could have. It was like that. It felt that way. I know how those big-time ball players feel. It feels like that when you get like so much, everybody and like people you know. Like I'm hanging with like 1, 2, 3, like hanging. I banged like 3 of y'all girls. Swear to God. And really cool as hell. And I didn't mean to do it. You know,
I didn't mean to do it.
Sorry, I was being rude. I was just emphasizing what was going on. And so I guess, you know, I swear to God, I wasn't like cheating and I wasn't like a crazy dude. I was like a one-woman guy. But if I'm like single, I hang out. And so the girl got jealous. She did press charges. And then I had stuff at her house because I was there for a while.
We're telling stories, man.
And so when this thing was served, I'm like, are you kidding me? All my shit is at her house. So I'm like, I'm at my boys' their room and shit. So I go down there, boom. She runs in, her and her cousin are going out. She runs in, calls the cops. I violate the fucking probation. Like, just as soon as I got served, and I'm like, I can't believe you're fucking doing this. I'm like, and threw away all my, you remember that song, Biggie, Throw Away All My Clothes? Like, at this point, like, I was doing some credit card scams and stuff. And so I had really nice polo stuff from Saks Fifth Avenue and everything. So I was like really balling and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I was like Pete. I swear to God, that's why I was so quiet. But I was like him. I was killing everybody. But anyway, so like I knew I had all this stuff there. So I'm like, yo, as soon as the sheriff gives it to me, I'm like, no. So I run down there. But at this time, I think I did pop some shrooms and and so
just a tab.
And so I'm like, fuck, what's going on? So I go in, I go in the bathroom.
Can't tell the unicorns from the polos.
So I'm like staring at myself, and I make this face like I looked in the mirror, and I go, "Urgh." But then when I looked in the mirror, it was like 10 times as scary, like in the fucking movies. It was like horrible. I'm like, holy. I scared the shit out of myself. I swear to God. And I meant to do it. It was hilarious. And then I'm watching Pulp Fiction, and then while fucking Bruce Willis is talking to Ving Rhames about telling him about whatever the hell's going on, like his nose just grows. I swear to God.
Like Pinocchio.
Yeah, I swear that it grew. And so I go in the mirror, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, fuck. So I go in there, and my pupils, you know how your pupils are supposed to be really?
Yeah.
BAM!
Oh yeah.
Oh my God,
no
it was
left,
scary. That was just fucking scary because I looked like a horror thing because I had no pupils.
Yeah.
So you look like
your
those
eyes
devils.
are dark anyway, so you probably your brain just went crazy with it.
I went fucking. I'm sorry. I bugged the fuck out, and so then I go down there because I'm like, what's going on? She calls the cops. I get arrested, and this is like Friday night. Monday's a holiday. I spent like fucking 3 days in jail.
Getting in jail.
I'm like, fuck. So I go in front of them. They let me out on a $500 bond. Like I said, I was running scams. My boy sent some shit to her crib. She told. That was something else.
Back in. So it was like 8 things piled up in like.
It was like 2 things. So basically,
You had to do time.
that shit, yeah. And then,
3 months.
well, I don't know. There were like more than 3. There were more than 3, but when I told, I'm like, look, man, I got caught out there. I was in school, and I was, but then the other semester, like, I crashed. Like, I was like chilling. I was too much. Like, there's too much going on to play ball.